Hey guys, ladies, neither, neither, or both. That's why we drink. Like, can I just take my own thing? Hey guys, it's your girl Swan here. I'm an artist. Guys, I'm like so dead in the eyes right now. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Hey guys, it's your girl Swan here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Swan. I'm an artist here from Trinidad and Tobago, and I like to draw dark skin, big hips, thick thighs ladies like me. If you're not new here, was you seeing dread? What going on? Yeah? Okay. So, you guys haven't seen me in 2 weeks. Did you miss me? Right, so I was working on a video. I even asked for help over on Instagram, so like if you guys want to help with future videos, follow me on Instagram. And I was taking the 2 weeks to work on that video because I didn't want to do one drawing, I wanted to do 3 drawing. And the second week hit, and I got hit with something called period depression. In my 30 years of life, I've never experienced it, or I didn't know I experienced it. This year, or this month, it hit me hard. I didn't even know that was a thing. My mental health was not good. I barely moved out of my bed. I barely did anything. I just watched mindless videos online. And that was it. And it made me feel guilty, so it made it worse. And then after the 4th to 5th day, I was better. And that's when I looked into it and realized that period depression is a thing. Y'all. But now I'm back with no desire to draw whatsoever. So even though my mental state is better, I have no desire to draw, which is a problem because this is an art channel. That's why Art by April came to my rescue. She did a TikTok where she did a process, like she talked through her process of how she creates art, and I thought it was such a fun idea, so I'm like, let me just steal it. You know, thank you, April, thank you. You guys should check out her channel. She's very active on TikTok. She's entertaining as hell, as long as I different one, and she's also on YouTube, so check her out, Art by April. April by Design, I think, on TikTok. So this video, I'm going to talk through my process of how I draw. But first, you peep the hair, see the hair? Pretty? So right now, I'm growing it out because I miss braids. But Google keeps showing me picture of me freshly trimmed, and I look so good. I look so cute. So now I'm in the middle, 50-50. Am I going to actually grow it off long enough to do braids, or am I going to chop it all off? Place your bets, guys. Place your bets. Which one will I do? Braids or freshly cut trim with a mark? I'm right now in the middle side. Google is. I know what side Google on. Google wants me to cut it off, but let's see. Let me see how I can do my trim on the wall. It's so good to do video again, even though I don't want to draw. Okay, let's start. Okay, so first off, I need the desire to draw, which is I'm lacking right now. But by that I mean, my room has to be clean. I have nothing else to do. My mind is idle, and my hands want to do something, but I don't know what to do. My brain always goes to the thought, oh, maybe I should draw something. And that's when I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna draw something. Yeah, my brain is weird. And that's when we go to Pinterest. Now here's the tricky part. I like to do things in steps. So I don't think of a whole concept when I'm drawing. Yeah, it's weird. I don't like be, oh, I want to draw a demon girl with braids and fluffy shoes. No, my brain don't work like that. That overwhelms my brain and then I never draw it. So what I do is I first find a pose. I will go and find dynamic pose that could showcase like movements, and I could never fully find what I want in my head because I don't know what I want. So I'll just go through all these poses on Pinterest, and I like to draw big girls, and there's not much dynamic poses for big girls like reference online. So I have to find it for smaller girls and then imagine how it could look as a big girl. So it's kind of harder. And I still don't think I 100% achieve it, but I try my best. So I will just keep scrolling through Pinterest and scroll through Princess and scroll through Pinterest, and you see me scrolling through Pinterest some more. This process can take days, and the vague idea I have in my head, it could change a lot by different poses I've seen, different color palettes, different accessories. It's like things change, and I can't sketch it in my sketchbook. I can't do a thumbnail because it doesn't work like that for me for some reason. So is it now? If hey,
What?
did you find the body pose?
Yeah. I was looking for poses, but then I saw this really cute earring, and then somehow it went into cute shoes, and I reached down crochet level lane. And do you think I could crochet this?
We both know that you're not going to actually do the crochet.
Fine.
Get back to finding the pose.
Let me just see it just in case.
Good. Now that we get a pose, the idea in my head gets more solid, but now I have a new dilemma. Which art medium should I use? So of course there's digital, super easy, everything is right there on the tablet, so no mess, no fuss, no coconuts. But then we have my first love, which is watercolors. You know, the effects of watercolors is like beautiful. But then we have gouache, which has all the beautiful textures, like gouache. Gouache. Then we also have acrylic, which has acrylic. Digital, watercolor, gouache, acrylic. And then my brain just cycles through it, and then I'll run out of time and I'll just go to digital, since I could do everything in one day and it's like no fuss. So my default is digital at the moment. I'm slowly getting back into gouache because I like the texture, but right now my main thing is digital. As you can see, if you watch my Instagram feed, you'll see it's mostly digital work. Good. So now that we have a pose and we found the medium that we want, it's time to sketch. What's your favorite part of the art process? Mine is sketching. I can sketch for hours. It's also the most intimate, in my opinion, the most intimate part of art. So that's why I don't like to film it. I feel pressured when I'm filming the sketching part, so I tend to cut that out. I just sketch in my time and then I will record the line art process. But the sketching part, it just feels so freeing to sketch. And now with the sketching, even though it's my favorite, I have a process. First I need to draw the pose, the body pose, and when I'm done with the pose, then I go back to Pinterest, which again is a trap because I could stay there for hours. And once I find a pose, I'll be like, this pose will look cute with this kind of clothes. And I'll look through different outfits on Pinterest. I have a bunch of boards on Pinterest that have some cute clothes, and I'll just go through them, look for one, find one that will look good with the pose, and then I'll add it. if I want the character to be like a demon or something, that's last minute stuff. That's last minute stuff. And then when I find the clothes, I then find hair. I even have a board for hair. And I like to draw natural hairstyles, not straight hairstyles, because growing up, most black characters, they have straight hair, which is fine, but if all of them are, it's not, you know, or they only have afros. I played games, I know it's so off topic, but I've played games where you could make a character dark, but they only have two hairstyles, low cut and an afro. 50 other different hairstyles, but the only black style is a low cut and an afro. That's why I try to put as much dynamic hair on my characters, but then I always default to afro puffs because it's the cutest thing ever. I think every child character ever made have afro puffs. They're just so cute. Oh, they're just so cute. Anyhow. And when I'm finished with the sketch now, it's time for the line art. This, for me, is the most boring part of my art process. Doing line art is so boring. I'll start it and then stop and watch a YouTube video. I'll start it and then stop and go outside and touch some grass. I don't know why. It takes shorter than the sketch, but for me, it feels like it takes longer. I don't know why. It's just so boring. But I have to get it done in order to do the coloring, which then I'm still thinking about stuff. So when I'm done with the line art, in the beginning when I first started, I used to go straight into coloring, but now I actually give myself time to breathe. I'll come out of the program, I'll take off the sketch, take off the line art. Sometimes I even do the sketch and just cut it off and come back to it the next day or a few days later. I never used to do that before, but after my break I was like, yeah, I need to start doing this, and it helps. Even at that time when I hated the sketch and I was like, I hate this, but I put so much work into it, so I didn't want to delete it. So I took a few days off, came back, and I was like, why did I hate this sketch? I just spent so much time on it, I was looking at it too much, so I needed a break. So take breaks from your work, especially if you're starting to hate it, just walk away. And walk in and walk in and walk in and walk in, and just you come back and check it out again. It might look good to you and your friend. Yeah, I stopped. I'm sorry. So after I do the sketch and the line art, or just the sketch, I'll close off the program, take a few time, and then come back to do the coloring. So by this time you'll think, oh, you already planned all the colors. No, I have not. Then I go back on Pinterest. I go back on Pinterest and find a color combination that I like. And the coloring I like to do is complementary. So if the main color I'm using is purple, I like to have yellow, green, red, and other colors in between. But I really like complementary colors because I like the colors that pop. But right now I'm getting more into the monochrome. Yeah, that word. I said it right, I think to you. With harmonized, right? That's what I was talking about. A harmonized color, like Loish or Lush. I used to call her Lush until I hear her say her name is Loish. I felt shame. Like Loish. And her colors are just so harmony, and I was like, I should try this. And I have, and it's nice. It comes out nice. I should try it more often. But my go-to is complementary color palette. And I have a board in Pinterest with color. It's called color explosion, or explosion of color, on my Pinterest, and I'll go through it and find a color combination that I like, or I might even find an outfit and use the original colors from that. I might even take an illustration that I love and color pick from that illustration to get my colors from. So, side note, if you guys want me to do a tutorial on color theory, I am not an expert. I'm now learning, but from where I begun to now, there's a huge difference. And right now I'm in between the beginner stage where I remember how frustrating it is to use all these colors digitally, to now to like a master. I ain't master yet. not even close, but I'm in between, so I think I'm good at teaching it. So if you guys want a tutorial on that, let me know. Okay, then when I find the color combination that I like, I do it. I just do it. So one thing I've learned is that if you have a color palette, don't use all the colors at the same amount. Okay, I'll put a diagram up to explain it better. If you have 4 colors, don't use the 4 colors equally. Use one color as the main, like the main body of the illustration. Have a next color that's like 50%, and the other 2 will be like 25% or such, and it will be better harmonized. Hello bird. Now it's mating season. How much nests are around my house right now? Making babies. Making bird babies. Eh. And yeah, so that's how I use the color palette. And I used to use a lot of filters like overlays and stuff, but since I understand color better now, I don't have to do it, but sometimes I do. Not all the time now. My earrings sound so fun. And that's it. That's basically it. I just add, and then I just slap my name on my drawing and I'm done. I'm done. I used to color the liner too, but now I don't, because the color I like to use is brown, a dark brown, so it kind of blends with all the colors that I use. Not everyone, but. And I like my drawing. I'm in a happy place with my art, even though I have no desire to draw at the moment. But I am a happy place with my art. I've now developed my chibi style with mermaid, and I have my normal style where you actually see lips, and then I have my cartoon style or my cutesy style where you have no lips. It's just a mouth, and I'm just happy with my art right now. I just hope I can be happy to draw again, and that's my art process. Yay! Thank you. I hope this helps to see my process. It's basically the exact same thing when I do traditional art, except with digital I look for color palettes, but with the traditional I just have my palette, my watercolor, my gouache, the acrylic in front of me, and I look at the chart, because I always make a chart of the colors I have to make sure what it looks like, and I just pick ones that speaks out to me, and I just randomly choose colors. I don't plan. I never plan the colors. Never. One day I might just say, oh, I want something pink, and I'll just plan something all around pink. Or I wanted to have like a green jacket, and I'll plan a whole illustration around a green jacket, like I'm doing right now. I did the sketch for it way before this whole funk thing is, so it's just the matter of finishing it. So yeah, that's basically how my mind works when I create an illustration. There's no solid plan. I have no idea where my drawings go. All I know is start with a base and let's see what we make. Hopefully it's fun. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Oh yeah, and this is this month's Patreon reward. I'm really happy with it. It's my moon goddess, and I want to show you guys side by side. So this is her sister, the sun goddess, and this is my moon goddess, and this. And also for the tattoos, I made this hand for the sun goddess, so I wanted to make a hand for the moon goddess. Alright guys, so it's almost the end of the month, so sign up quick before it all runs out. I want to send out some things for you. And I would like to thank my patrons so much for sticking with me. I haven't done this in weeks, but so thank you lovelies so much. And yeah, place your bets. Would I grow out my hair or not? So thank you lovelies so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye. Bye. Bye.